Okay, guys, welcome. Uh, so today we will talk about educational stuff. I will go through summary model, and yeah, we potentially gonna learn thing or two. GM, ice cream chilling is ice cream nice. Okay, I think no, it's fine. 15. Okay, I think we can start if you agree, fellas. So there is few PDFs that I created and I can share with you. It's for free, but we will do that later. Anyway, I want to talk about everything, literally everything. So last stream we did a little educational content and it was pretty much fire. So today we're gonna learn a few things too. So price action, right? My goodness, sorry. So price action. Okay, let's put this here. Okay, price action, right? So there is a few things you have to understand. There is a few type of traders, and you can scale that up to all people in the world. So when you come to trading, first thing you learn is about support and resistance, right? Then you decide to learn new things, EMAs. So you learn about little mathematical part of trading, EMAs, right? Then you've been probably looking for a holy grail because you know there is something unique. There is something that can make you a ton of money, right? So you go to ICT, right? And you learn about ICT shit and pure price action. If you didn't come to ICT, then you probably jump to fellas like Ape Trade, Emperor. So you go to order flow, right? You probably go somewhere here, and you probably master this stuff. Also, maybe you didn't go for ICT order flow, you went directly to books because you think old players know how to make money, so you learn about breakout and candle patterns. So you've been watching for patterns, and technically whatever you chose, indicators, bro. And before EMA, okay, we will put EMA plus indicators why I cannot write? Okay, EMA plus indi as RSI. Okay, so you, bro, good. So I'm a little bit lagging, so sorry, fellas. So you're here. You follow me? Nice. So you learn about this, right? And that's nice. That's good. Probably you master some. And when you come to candle patterns, you understand that trading is not about patterns. It's about some logic, some narratives, bias, everything. So from there, you're looking for participants, right? So you want to learn who is against you in markets, with whom you're battling and betting on. So right now, financial markets are the most hardest arena. Let's say arena. It's the biggest battlefield in the world, and every man, woman, even kid is now part of the market in some way. Okay, so about participants, there's a lot of participants, a lot of people. So we have like 8 billion people. So 8 billion people, 1 billion is motherfucking strong, fellas. So we're gonna go from humans, we call retail. So that's us, small shrimps, guys with low budget Then you go into the whales or fellas with plus 100k or 1 mil plus. So these guys can actually can do something in the market, especially if it's a illiquid market. So when it was the meme season, you could actually see how you can actually manipulate the market with your orders, and memes actually bring the pure clearness in the markets, how market does work. Okay, so we have whales, we have institutions, so they 10 to 100 mil plus. They're hedge funds, all firms, private equities, whatever. So there's a ton of them, and there's a ton of liquidity. Then you have they are a liquidity provider, and I will explain you and show you how actually market maker works. They are not entity that catching your stop losses. Nah, it's not. They're just bringing liquidity into market and combine orders. Okay, it's all about order book. In the end, you wanna, if you have, I don't know, sell around $10, someone wanna sell at $10 and you have buyer at 8, and market maker need to bring that liquidity to $9 and manipulate to 10, so we can make a deal. That's what market makers do. They spoofing or showing or giving the limits in the market, so they're making market. You can be market maker too if you want. I'll show you how. Okay, I'll do it right now just because later I will forget it. So there's guys who actually do really market making and everything, and I'll show you how it looks like. Oh, I'll show you my private stuff, but it is what it is. Anyway, oh, where's that guy? Wait, bro. Okay, here it is. Okay, so this is market making, and this is speed up, so don't worry. This was on Kaito. You see, he consistently limiting sell, buy, and getting out of the position. Okay, so that's market making, just to provide you liquidity to execute. Okay, and because of that, and actually human behavior, that's why everything works. Actually everything works. Is it possible to have 100% win rate? In my opinion, it's not. Maybe it is somewhere, but I don't think so, because if we use game of probability, there is always chance that you're gonna take an L, whatever it is. Okay, you can have winning strike, yes, huge winning strike, yes, but there will be one L. So let's say you have 0.1 R trades and you have 90% win rate, one L will hit you so hard, trust me. So market makers, we have institutions, okay, so we went through basics. Okay, so how to understand price, how to actually predict price. You can use everything, yes, but the most important thing is you have to use emotional or human psychology. Okay, each of you probably went through FOMO, fear of missing opportunity, right? And each of you went through revenge when you hit a sell. These two emotions are enough, so fear and hot head are enough to bring huge liquidity and huge liquidity cascadations. And that's why it's like in real life, you can manipulate someone, yes, you can manipulate someone, and that's how you can actually manipulate in the markets too. It's very nice, it's very sexy. I hope you can hear me. Bit lagging. Okay, let's keep it up. So these two emotions are really enough to bring all these bastards, including us, plus all these strategies to actually work and make something that's called market cycles. So we have market cycles like this, right? We will have bull run, bear, then we have another bull, bear, okay? So if we delete everything and we actually sophisticate a little bit, you can have charts like this, and then you have charts like this, and then you have charts like this. So that's how market actually, if you sophisticate, that's how market looks. It's about cycles, and all these are cycles. So every part of price is important to understand what's happening. Every range is important, every liquidity pool is important, everything is actually important. So most of times you have two types of markets, like especially in stocks, but crypto, yes. You have the infinity bull run, like Bitcoin, just going upside, and everything is just retracement. So you have a market maker buy model, then sell model, but not fully, bump again buy model. Also you have in crypto price something that's it looks like this, and it's ending bump. So that's this type of market is when you literally, it was in meme season, you have peak, and whenever we cannot break another high, we actually mark the bear market. Pump is just small exit liquidity, and market dies, like every meme, or even Ethereum looks like this. It looks like scam. So you have two types, this one and this one, okay? Can you make money on both? Yes, of course you can make a lot of money, but also you can lose a lot of money, okay? So let's move on. When we understand that there is two type of markets, then we have to understand the market conditions. So what's happening is that we are really impatient. Why we are impatient? Because we let's say we buy something and we want directly dopamine effect and bull, just infinity pump. But in reality, let's say that pump needs time to make. So in this part of price section, you get wrecked, you lose ton of money, especially if we dissect. So we want, most of times we want monthly, even yearly expansions, big expansions. We want yearly range, weekly range, monthly, weekly range expansions, but we trade M5 5-minute chart with these expectations. So yes, you will get wrecked. You will get wrecked where? When? In consolidation, in range. Why range is important? Because you cannot market order 100 million and gets perfect entry like on MT5 perfect entry and with tons of lot size and seeing pure profits. No, because if you market order, let's say 100 mil, you'll probably get spiked and your entry will be here, because all these 100 millions has to be fulfilled, okay? And there's sellers who gonna sell for it, okay? That's why when you see on meme huge spikes and then prices here, yeah, someone get in with big size, very big size, without proper twapping. Twapping means that you're gonna buy inside of consolidation, you're gonna buy like for each 30 minutes. You're gonna make order, and it's small sizes. It's like you cannot see it, but you see it. And then after consolidation, when orders are accumulated enough, really enough, then you will get expansion. Because other side, why we get expansion? Yeah, other side will stop selling. That's the clutch, guys. There is always fight between bulls and bears, or longs or shorts. So it's always fight. So let's say this is the range, and upside here are bears who is shorting, and downside here are longers who are longing, okay, buying. So if one side actually lose, let's say stop shorting because they don't have enough liquidity or whatsoever, then you will get expansion to upside. Same for other example, when buyers get absorbed by sellers, they weaken, they don't have enough liquidity to pump the price. Let's say there's no enough people, there's no enough institutions to get in, then we'll see BART pattern, most of times BART pattern, and then just die, bam, right? Okay. What we've been talking about. So that's why we have expansions, and after expansion, each expansion there is must retracement. That's why you're gonna see huge retracement like this, huge, and you will be like, fuck, what's happening? And you will think it's a reversal coming, or maybe it is, but most of the times what's happening is that you're gonna get scared here. When price get away from your trade, you will get scared. And when price come back here, you will like, fuck it, I'm on break even, I don't wanna lose money. And you're just fucking liquidity that provides to another, let's say 50 mil was enough to pump it from here, and your 50 mil is resting again here, and you get fulfilled, and bam, you have 100 mil position, and it's gonna fly, because you'll wreck break evens. And many fellas gonna try to short here because they will think it will die. So it's, you see the logic. For every indicator you can make a logic. Always. You just have to think what's happening, and you don't put yourself, listen, you don't put yourself in perception. Okay, it's not about perception of you. What do you think? It doesn't matter what you think. What you have to do, what's meta, is to put yourself in perspective, bro. In fucking perspective. What does it mean? It means that you wanna think how other thinks, because everyone is in their own perception, and that's why 95% get fucked. Because 5% that are the strongest either are the strongest and can easily manipulate because they have enough liquidity to push you out, whatever it is. Like when Binance push out FTX, it's a pure example when someone is stronger and fuck you. Okay, that's the thing. Either you are too strong, you have ton of capital and you can play around, or you just think what other things. And when you think what other things and feel, you understand you have to think about their feelings, you can actually just counter them. Simple as that. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, right? I don't want to talk for nothing. Can you hear me? Nobody's answering. Yeah, okay, so you... Okay. So, we went through some basics of market, okay? I think it's nobody talking about this. I mean, some fellas are talking, but they do not explain you in details as you expect to understand, because they're talking in advanced terms and literally they say few words, and it's if you are long enough in the game, it's enough to understand it. but if you are not enough in game, you'll be like, what the fuck that guy is talking about. So there's a it's for reason that, so this like most basic I could explain you. Okay, so how the question is, how do I understand how others feeling and everything else? Okay, there's I use pretty much everything. I pretty much use everything, and I combine in my model, in my trading style. So I'm right now discretionary trader. Can I trade everything? Yes, I can. Can I make money? Yes, I can. But sometimes you have to be patient and not execute everything. Um, not not long ago, I had chart paralysis when I overthink every expansion, every move, and betting on that. And you cannot predict every single lower time frame expansion. Higher time frame, it's much easier because it takes a time, and it's less chance of losing because of probabilities. But so we start from reversal. Let's say we have bottom. First thing I'm looking is always 3 drive. If we have 3 drive, okay. Sometimes it doesn't need to happen. Lot of times it doesn't, but 3 drive is my best confirmation. Then I'm watching for SMT divergence. Okay, I need SMT divergence. Let's say this is other pair. It did this. Okay, and there is SMT div. Okay. Second thing, I watch reaction from breaker. If we have just rejection plus this here, most of the time is fair value gap, and we have weak rejections, nice, I'm joining in. So it's like propulsion block. I'm in here, and that's my entry. So first entry is CSD here, first entry, and you can get out already here, but I sometimes greedy, so that's my issue. Then second entry is breaker IFVG. IFVG is it's a model. I can share with you. It's solid model, so it's double. You countering fair value gap. Let's say price is here, and you expect FVG is here, and you expect that it will go down. No, you're gonna long it, and bam, you buy it. So it's countering fair value gap. Then we have expansion, and I'm looking for sweeps. I like this samurai model. Samurai model is a fake market structure shift model, and when you get in, you have CSD combined with CSD, and bam, you fly higher. Okay, so it is like liquidity sweep. Okay, plus I need efficiency and everything as structural. Bam, fly my long. Enough. 3R, average 3R is pretty enough. 2 to 3R is pretty great. You can go for higher, yes, but you need to actually hold that trade for long period. So it's hard to actually see some trades like flying up, then retrace, then fly again. It's hard. So that's why 3R is it's most like unique number. 3 most unique number, so it's best for compounding. Okay, those are my entries. From reversal to continuation. Okay, do I use order blocks in continuation? To be honest, rarely, because most of the times I'll be swept in soon future. So that's why when I miss a move, I wait for this move to happen, and then I get in. So that's pretty much it. It's simple. It's very simple. It's not hard. Really not hard. What is important is to understand some liquidity types. I don't know if you've been on my streams. I didn't talk about this long ago, but there's some sort of liquidity mechanical parts that people doesn't talk about, and I didn't hear anyone actually talking about it. That's weird. So probably that's my small edge. So every swing high, swing low is liquidity. It always been. Depends on what type of liquidity, but let's talk about. So first we have transactional liquidity. Transactional liquidity is in bullish trend swing high, in bearish trend it is swing lows. Okay, that's transactional liquidity. What does it mean? It means that after every transaction, so when we make transaction, and after every transaction we get retracements. Okay, after retracements we relong another transactional liquidity bump. Okay, same for trend. Does it work in the range? No. I mean, range is range. When you are inside of the range, this part can be only internal structure, substructure. So let's say it happens here and we have reversal. Yes. Transaction inside of higher time frame range. Yes. On lower time frame. Okay. Transactional again. Yes. Transactional again. Yes. Bam. But higher time frame, major transactional liquidity is this one move. So here we looking for this. That's the major magnet. Okay, so you have to understand power of higher time frame. It's always about higher time frame. It's always been just learn to study weekly, daily charts. Okay, now the next move. So that's transactional liquidity. Fellas, I'm outside, so sorry if you hear some voices. There's kids and everything. And yes, I do not have kids. So let's talk about inducement liquidity. That's my favorite liquidity pool. So inducement liquidity is liquidity that fuels your expansions. It's that fast sweeps, that fast internal sweeps that brought a ton of money in and bam. Okay, because after transaction, and if it's not enough here, break even and everything, if it's not enough liquidity, then they will take the low, screw you, because 90% fellas gonna put, if they're in buy order, they're gonna put stop loss here, plus shorts are opening here because they think it's market break of structure, and when you think it's break of structure, you're gonna put every shorts here. So each of these level are just liquidity. So short here, fair value gap short, whatever you learn, Quasimodo, whatever. It's just, if you are wrong on bias, you are completely wrong. You are liquidity markets, and that's why Samurai model works perfect. It's about inducement, but it works when a major drawn liquidity pool, let's say, if you are in a reversal part on higher time frame, then Samurai model will not work, and this will be proper reversal. But most of times you're in trend. Technically 80% you are in the range, but when you're in trend, most of times you're gonna keep continue until you got in that top or bottom structure. Okay, so that's inducement. Inducement can be it's every low in the trend. So every low, oh my goodness, sorry fellas. Oh, so every low is inducement. Okay, every fucking low, and every low there is stop loss. Which one you don't know, and you can watch order books, but still you cannot know which fella put stop loss there, and you don't care. It's a PvP game. It's 1 versus 1, zero sum game. You don't fucking care. You wanna win, and you wanna be on the right side. So if you have emotion for people and wanna be like honestly good, and you're naive, you'll get wrecked. Here in these markets are rough and wild. Okay, so this is inducement. Every low is inducement. It can take everything in one shot too, so that's why we have staircase up, elevator down, vice versa. Everything works. So that's inducement. And third is structural liquidity. So why this why this type of price action actually works, why order blocks works like this. So on lower time frame, most of times you will get more structure, so it will be like this, and then your structural liquidity is last low before the main low, and then price come here and jump here, structural liquidity bound here, continuation higher. Okay, so it's about last low before main low. That's structural liquidity, and structural liquidity uses for continuations. So inducement is fuel for expansion, in transactional liquidity is for retracement, and structural liquidity is a liquidity for continuations. You don't want to trade each of them, you want to just learn and observe them, and then you can make your own model on it. Okay, so this about and then we have external and internal liquidities. External liquidity if we are on higher time frame in this price leg, but internal liquidities are, let's say, every swing high, and then these lows are internal liquidities, and then if we continuation down, then we elevator bam. Okay. Nice. Only 9 people actually trying to learn. Sadly only 10 people. I told you a lot of things. General question, how old I am? Probably went gone. This is life goal. Thanks, man. Thanks. Stream ended. Yeah, but stream, man. Sorry for issues, fellas. Yeah, man. You're afraid of taking trade. That's actually a normal thing. Yes, it happens to me too. It happened to me too, and you have to practice. You can use this app, Reply, or you can on. I recommend Reply FX because you can actually execute with the money. It's literally lot size you can enter. Right now I don't have it because I didn't backtest in like last 6 months or even more, but you can use it. I recommend it for practicing to. So let's say I wanna handle $1 million, and I jump in FX Reply just to fill the numbers. It's all about numbers. It's mental part. So I really recommend to backtest here and practice actually. Coin analyze. You don't have to analyze anything. Really. There's nothing to do here. It's price. We are in holidays. This is price section when you don't wanna be in because you're gonna lose a lot of money. So maybe if we could actually dump, even if we look strong here, probably we're gonna dump, retrace for next week after holidays. Probably I would like to see pump, to be honest. I would like, but probably we will retrace this move and then re-enter again. We need momentum above this, but it's slow. Look, Nasdaq did not even move. This tells everything. Nasdaq didn't fucking move. So you're not in the markets. You just skip it. Literally, you just skip it. To use order flow, I'm using basic stuff. Right now I'm not using. I rather using candlesticks and charts with absorption things, and that it's like rejection, body closes. It shows you enough. You don't want to get overcomplicated, but however, I'm still studying order flow, not gonna lie. So with divergence makes good narrative. Do I think Nasdaq and Bitcoin is correlated, bro? Literally, Bitcoin or crypto is just beta to Nasdaq. It's just pure beta, and if we are in risk off, first who gonna die is Bitcoin. If we are on risk on conditions, first who gonna pump, it's Bitcoin, and then will Nasdaq follow. So it's beta. Sometimes it will lag. Sometimes Nasdaq gonna do thing first and then Bitcoin will follow, but you understand the principle. I'm afraid to exit. What the. Okay, yeah, sure. How long are you trading for? I'm trading for probably, well, soon it will be over 5 years, or it is already. I fucking forgot. I watched Mamba FX on YouTube, how he's driving Rolls Royce and showing charts, and I was like, fuck yeah, I wanted that, and I went in. The only thing that I didn't quit in my life, the only thing. Everything else I quit. Think quit me. So yes, all in trading. Did I make $1 million? Not yet. So did I make 6 figures? Yes, I did. But you know, market knows to be wild. So yes. Any other question, guys? Probably you cannot hear me, and my stream is probably lagging. So we gonna do maybe tomorrow. We can do a stream again. I will be in the house on Wi-Fi, so we can do properly. But I need you, fellas. I do not use order flow. Thoughts on Bitcoin, ultimate coin that it will go to 500 gazillions. Inspirational, thank you, brother. Didn't you get your age before? What do you mean? Am I old? Yes, I'm 26, so I'm old, very old actually. Anyway, fellas, I'll close the stream. It is what it is. And see you on tomorrow. We can do tomorrow. Sretan Uskrs, brate. Evo, ja sam ti na kastu i idem sa u gym na srdoću, tako da cimni poruku. You won't go to markets, bro. It's holidays. It's time for take a fucking rest. And actually, if you don't wanna rest, go study. Go fucking study. Literally. It's simple. You got free time of market to do something with yourself. It's best opportunity. Okay, guys. See you. Bye bye.